Hi, I'm Dr. Vidya Shah, an educator, scholar, and activist committed to equity and racial justice in the service of liberatory education. I'm an associate professor in the Faculty of Education at York University, and my research explores anti-racist and decolonial approaches to leadership in schools, communities, and school districts. I also explore educational barriers to the success and well-being of Black, Indigenous, and racialized students. Now, when I think about the concept of solidarity, I think about the analogy of sort of standing next to someone with greater or lesser social privilege than me. So as a South Asian woman who has experienced an intersection of racism and sexism, a person with greater privilege would be, say, a white man, a white woman, or a South Asian man. Now, what does their positioning in relation to me mean about their willingness to be in solidarity with me? So if the person with greater privilege stands behind me, then standing in solidarity might mean that they're willing to defer to me as an expert of my own reality and take my lead in deciding how and when to take necessary action. But if they're not committed to solidarity, they may be standing behind me because they want to hide and not take the necessary public risks to dismantle oppression together. Now, if the person with greater privilege stands in front of me, then standing in solidarity means putting their body, their job, and their well-being on the line for the greater good. It means that they understand the physical, psychological, financial, and social costs that folks with less privilege experience daily, and they're willing to share that burden. But if they're not committed to solidarity, they may be standing in front of me because they think they know what I need more than I do. Or they may be standing in front of me as a type of performativity for public recognition, whether on social media or elsewhere, or for social and professional benefits. But if the person with greater privilege stands beside me, then it demonstrates a willingness to step forward and step backward as needed, to both take my lead and serve as a form of protection, to both risk and be willing to do what needs to be done. It means that they're willing to risk their jobs, their relationships with people close to them or with acquaintances, and at times their safety. If we remember these three things about standing in solidarity with another person, we'll be well on our way. First, acknowledge the expertise of those who have been most impacted and take their lead. Second, be willing to speak out and take action publicly while knowing the risks and risking anyway. And third, do the work that needs to be done, not the work that will benefit you personally. So where will you stand?